Hi, hello, good morning. It's Todman here from cards.com. Welcome to my second Christmas card class live here on YouTube and on Facebook. So my name is Pip Todman. For those of you who don't know me, maybe you're finding me for the first time on YouTube or even for the first time on Facebook. If so, hello. It's lovely to see you and welcome you here to my channel. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I work full-time in the UK to provide you with inspiration for your own creativity. So I provide the products that you need to make your own Christmas cards or any cards for any occasion. And I also provide you with the tutorials and instructions, my inspiration and help and guidance, so that you can make them to be the best that you want them to be. So there you go. That was kind of me in a nutshell, really, in case you didn't know me or haven't met me before. So thank you for joining me today. Hopefully, this is not my normal time. Normally, I go on live on a Monday lunchtime for my Moody Monday Pick Me Up live videos. But just because it's Christmas and because we all need to get our Christmas cards going, I'm doing a special Christmas card series. So I did one 2 weeks ago, I've got another today, and I've got another one in 2 weeks' time. So eventually you'll have 12 Christmas cards that I will have designed for you to watch and craft along with me if you've got the products at home. And if you haven't got the products at home and you would like to join in, then place an order for £40 or more in my store today, before, in fact, the end of business on Sunday. So before you go to bed on Sunday night, as long as you put an order in and use this Host Code, by that point, I will send you all of the kit materials for free for these cards that I'm going to make today. You just need the stamps and the ink. And the good news is that ink is on a special offer at the moment. You see how I wrap that in there? So yeah, so if you want to have the Christmas card kit for free, you need to spend over £40 and you need to use this Host Code. This is a different Host Code to my normal monthly one for people who don't want my Christmas card kit and are just happy to shop as normal. But if you want the Christmas card kit, you must use this this Host Code. Otherwise, I don't know you want it. So there we go. That's how it works. And if you want to know where to purchase and how to purchase, it's really, really easy. This is my website address coming down the screen here. It's just queenpipcards.com // not flash, that's a completely different thing, /store. So there we go. And I will leave that running for a minute while we say hello to everybody. Hello, who's joined us? Marilyn's here and Margaret's here. Good morning, ladies. Lovely for you to jump on and join us. So the one thing I will say at the moment is we do have a fantastic sale going. So if you did want to get this, your £40 will go even further if you buy inks, cardstock, or dies from our annual catalogue. There's 20% off dies, which actually works out to be quite a lot. There's 15% off ink pads, and there's 10% off cardstock, which is a great bonus. And on top of that, if you decide, do you know what, I love Stampin' Up! Really as much as possible, and I just have to have it all, then you can add those into your starter kit, and you will still get the discounts, but it will be part of your £130 worth of product, and you only pay £75 till the end of this month. So that is an amazing, amazing offer. And if you want to join, then you just go here /join, and you can click the link and you can start picking. And you can pick anything, but the discounts are applied, which is fantastic. So there you go. So I think that's all of the notes. Everybody's on now. We've got people. Hi, Sarah. Sarah's joined us as well. Lovely to see you. So let's get cracking with the cards then, shall we? Let me switch this over. Take me off. Should still be able to hear me, which is the important thing. And then we're going to pop this light down here. I've had to put my big main light on today, so we are going to get a little bit of shadow going on, I'm afraid. But not too much. That's pretty good. Okay, so the first card that we have today is using a stamp set that I don't think I've actually shared with you at all. Horrendous. It was one of the first ones that I actually bought. I don't think I've actually shared with you anything that I've made with it, which is a bit shocking, really. It's this stamp set here called Sparkle of the Season. I think because other ones just take over, you know, depending on my mood and what I decide to stamp with or what classes I've organised. But this one's Sparkle of the Season, and I really like it because it goes through various things. Now, obviously, we don't do Thanksgiving here, and we don't do Halloween necessarily, but I just thought they're really cute other things, and you get to this beautiful swirl, and snowflake stars, little leaves, some pine needles, pine cones. It's just a lovely lovely set, really. So this is the first card that we're going to make, and we're going to use. Just forgot to grab my achievements. This one and this one. So we're going to use. I thought I was all organised this morning, and I always forget something. It's kind of like just a bit. So we're going to use Old Olive, Golden Green, and Early Espresso. Okay, that's what we're going to be using, and we're going to be using the Big Swirl. So all these cards, or at least this card, is fabulous for somebody who doesn't have a big shop or a die cutting machine, as Stampin' Cut and Emboss is the one we use. How's my block gone? Oh well, I'll find that somewhere. Somewhere there's a block with a stamp on it. So there's the Big Swirl that we're going to use. We're also going to be using these fronds, as I call them. And then we're going to be using this little pine cane. That's what we want. So we'll put this one on this block. It'll go nicely there as a kind of a swishy. And then this one fits on a lovely little block here. Good morning, Joe. Oh, you have to whisper because Joe's watching at work, I'm assuming. So we won't shout at you. Right, are we ready? I think that's everything. Yes, that's everything. Okay, so put that over to one side. So we have a normal, this is a real red base. And then I have here some pieces. This is a piece of paper that comes from the Harvest Meadow paper site, which I love. It's great. Oh, I'm very croaky this morning. Good news is I'm not sick. I took a COVID test yesterday, so I know it can't be that. So that's okay. Did have my teeth filled kind of filling yesterday, which was not so much fun. She did a good job, so I need to do it. But yeah, my throat's a bit croaky today. Okay, so we're going to put that on first. I'm not going to stick it down just yet. And you'll see why. No, actually, I can stick it down. No, let's just do that because then that gets the pieces out of the way and I'm not struggling to remember where everything is. Let's do that. So for this card, you just have to imagine that you're creating yourself your own wreath. Okay. So we're making a Christmas card, obviously, because this is a Christmas card club. Oh, the sound keeps going down, doesn't it? Is that because I was whispering at Joe or because I put my head down? It's because I've got my thingy on my phone. I wonder if I need to put my. If I pop this in, tell me if this is better. Hold on. Where'd it go? I've got to get the technology going. Hold on. I might have to take my scarf off. Oh, it's cold in my house because we've got no heating, so hence the scarf. No heating, no hot water. It's fun. It's like living in the Middle Ages. Right. Is this, oops, sorry, is this better? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Question is, can you still hear me? Now that I've gone onto my mic. So I've gone onto my little mic here in the hopes that I don't keep going distant. But I don't know whether the internet has lost access to my microphone, which is really weird. No, you've gone again. No, you hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Hi, Leonie. Right. Okay, good. We're back. How bizarre. Apparently, Google had decided to lose connection to the internet. Well, that's helpful halfway through a live stream, isn't it? So I've come off Chrome. I'm now on Firefox. Let's see if Firefox stays with us. Okay. Honestly, the things that happen. Hey, Julie, watching from Australia. Hello. I'm very glad you can hear me all the way down there. Okay, so we're going to get our foam pad out because this is, there you go. Oh, and there's some different colours. You can see I've been using this one to play with. Have I got a clean? I thought I had clean ones here. Obviously, I've been shoving back my dirty ones. Oh, there we go. There's a slightly cleaner one. Right, so we're going to go with our swirl to start off with. Let's get cracking on this, and hopefully we won't have any more technical issues. Oh, and I'm a lot clearer as well. Good. That's good. Well, I used to wear my mic, and then suddenly people said that they couldn't hear me when I had my mic on, so I took my mic off again. But let's go back with my mic. Okay, so we're just going to pop the swirl down. It doesn't matter how you do it. You can do, you know, so it's more like this way or this way. You know, it's completely in your control. All I want to do is leave enough space at the bottom because I'm going to be popping a little sentiment down there. So I'm going to put it quite high up on here. A little higher than I did it last time, I think, but that's fine. So that's my old olive. And I've gone a little bit darker with this. It'll lighten up, but I've gone a little darker with this one than I did on the one I've made earlier. Oh, look, I've done a... Oh, hang on. Might help if I switch cameras. Hold on. All going horribly wrong today. Right. I'm going to stick with myself being on camera just in case that also helps, because sometimes I think when I take my other stream off, it kind of puts all the pressure onto this one. Anyway, so we've done our swirl any way you like, and now we're going to go in with our garden green sprigs. No, that's a lot darker than I did it last time. Hold up. We need to do the whole... That's not right. Did I do Pear Bazaars? Maybe I did Pear Bazaars last time. Yeah, I think I did Pear Bazaars. Got the wrong colours, girls. Sorry about this. Never mind, you get to see me stamp it again. So that's good. Clean off your old olive because you don't want your old olive on your Pear Bazaars. Let's try that a little again. Good thing is we're going to cover it up with frondy stuff so you won't see the one behind. There we go. That looks a bit better. That looks a bit better. So Pear Bazaars and then golden green. Pop that over there. So, and your fronds, you're going to work with this part of the stamp here. So this is your end. You know, your branch end. So I work with that towards the inside of my circle, and then that seems to give me a nice laying, like a nice way for it to lie around the edge of my wreath. Come a bit down, a bit further down there, I think. There we go. Whoops. Make sure it doesn't fly off. Let's see. You can. I wouldn't go right into this center one here. I like that sitting on its own. So I'll pop another one like that. Oh, and I've managed to. Is that ink? Yeah, I've managed to ink it. Lovely. Oh, we're having a really good day today. But you'll forgive me, I know. Now you can even, I think I need to do it a little tighter than that. I'm going to cross over this one a little bit. And then cross over this one to finish. There we go. So it's a little tight there, but that's okay. And then once you've got your main kind of wreath in, hey, Amanda's on, all the way from Tassie. Tassie? Sorry, I'm laughing because I've just seen Joe's comment. I'm like, what? You think you have a thing about greenery because you're going to have to get this set. I know, it's one of those ones which is just nice. Shall I be brave and try and take me off? Because then you can see better. Can you still hear me and see me? Hopefully you can. I'm going to crack on. Now, I have put a little splodge right in the middle there, which is so annoying because in the middle of the wreath you shouldn't really have anything. But don't panic because we've got these lovely little pine cones. And I'm popping these pine cones at jaunty angles. Which way would it look better? That way or that way? I think actually this way. So we're going to hide that underneath the pine cone. Pine cones are great. Okay, so we're just going to add some pine cones. Those ones are going to be a little bit more in the foliage, but obviously they were out of the foliage for a particular reason. So, hey, good morning, Catherine from Sheffield. Hello, welcome. Oh, Tasmania. I wondered if it was Tasmania, Amanda. Yeah, I thought Tassie. The only thing I could think of was Tasmania. So, hello and welcome. I'm going to put these all the way along here like that. And that kind of brings that swirl back in. So now it's part of your wreath. So there we go. So that's that. And then we can't really finish a wreath without some of Deb's favourite red rhinestones. But actually, I'm going to use some of the Eden Garden rhinestones because they look green in one light and red in another. And I think they would just look beautiful, beautiful on this. So we're going to crack open this star boy. Here we go. Because under here we've got some little diddy ones. See? Can you see how they change colour? Like they're red there and then they go to green. They're just really pretty. So these are garden gems. I love them. I've been using them a lot. So we're going to pop these on. And I put them randomly. I didn't like attach them to the base because it's not holly, right? It doesn't have gems at the bottom of it. It doesn't have berries or anything. So I just attach them randomly around the, although it would look good for having one there, to be fair. I might stick one there just because it looks good, not because it's whatever. Okay, I'm going to put one here. But that's just 4, so we need another one. Put one up here, I think. Kind of like there-ish. Kind of like there-ish. There we go. That looks good. So you've got to have some gems because all wreaths need to have a little bit of sparkle, I think. What? Oh, okay. Yeah. What colour are the pine cones? The pine cones are. What have I done with it? Here it is. Early espresso. Beautiful dark brown. Love it to pieces. It's I do like soft suede as well, though. I have to say, because soft suede is like more me. So you could do soft suede, but this seemed to go more with the more crumb cakey colour of this. So I went for early espresso, but you could do soft suede as well, which would look yummy as well, to be fair. Okay, now I'm going to have to concentrate because we're going to use the sentiment here, the Merry Christmas. And I've cut myself a piece, and now I need to get it straight. You know, no pressure, I'll be fine. I mean, if you wanted to, you could add more little leaves all the way around your wreath. I'm going to show you another one I made in a minute that you can see how I did that. Okay. So this is where your real red comes in. Got to have a bit of real red for Christmas. Now, if Debs was here, she'd say, you should have used real red rhinestones just to get rid of them, I'm sure. But I think, and I did use those on my original. So if you've got real red rhinestones, you can use those. But I did use... for this, I thought I'd try the what was the word I used? Oh yeah, garden gems. That's what they're called, garden gems. Now, which way am I going to get it straight? It needs to be smaller than this. Oh yeah, much smaller than this. That's what I was going to say. This isn't going to fit. So this is going to be cut down. We need it quite tight. There we go. Oops. Well, that's not bad, is it? That's okay. We'll cope with that. And then I'm just going to trim that edge off. Get rid of that for a sec. So we're going to come in probably about About 1.5 centimeters is where we actually, is that right? No, we want it thinner than that. Really tight. Not that tight. Not there-ish. That's not straight bit. There we go. Merry Christmas. There we go. That's better. And I'm okay with it having more on the top than the bottom, because sometimes that's how things are written, right? That's better. Could have left it a little bit more space, but that's basically how big it needs to be, because we need to have some gold coming at the end of it. So we'll stick that on. Now with the gold foil, I always like to use my seal, okay, and that's because my seal, it won't make the gold go bobbly, it won't stick out the end and, you know, ooze. That's the word I'm looking for, because on something this tiny, if it oozes over the gold goes all kind of manky. It's not a technical term, manky, is it? But it gets dull. It just goes dull, and you can't ever really get it back again if you put glue on it. So I like doing it with my seal, and if you just touch it one end, you can then generally get that. There we go. Straight, nice. And then we'll just trim that end off to match. And that's going to go across the bottom here. So we'll check whether it needs, that's about okay. So we'll put that in, might need some slight trimming. And also if you use glue on the back of gold, sometimes it comes through, like it shows through the front. So I just use whatever glue is right for the occasion. And in this occasion, it's seal. I'll put that down on there. Yeah, it's going to need trimming a little. It's okay. Oh, there's my old olive one, which we didn't see. That wouldn't have given you enough distinction between the leaves and the fronds. There we go. That's better. That's better. Betterer. Okay, so we're nearly done with this one. This time we can use the wet glue. And then we just pop this on our card, and then we're done. So that's our first card done for the morning. We've got 3 more to go. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Oh, good morning, Sarah. Hello, nice to see you. And then this we just pop on here. And it's almost like a wreath hanging on a door. That's kind of how I thought of it. Almost like a wreath hanging on a door. There we go. So that's our first one. And you can see those sparkles just picking up gently in the light. So this was my original that I made. You can see here with the red rhinestones, much more obvious, but you know, it's up to you. It doesn't have to be obvious. Then I made a few more. So if you have, if you don't like wreaths, as in floristry wreaths, then you could come and do one with snowflakes. So this is a snowflake version, exactly the same, but using the blues and the stars and the little snowflake images from the set. Thank you, ladies. And then if you do have a die cutting machine and you fancy using the wreath that's in the set, then this is a very simple one. Just cut the wreath out, stick a sentiment on it, add a ribbon, bit of a tag, banner behind it, and there you have nice simple Christmas card. So you know, you can do lots with this, lots and lots and lots with this set. I do like this set. So that's Sparkle of the Season. I'm just going to clean up. I'm going to leave those there for a second. Just going to clean our where's that? I'm going to put that over here. Clean these things off. So while I'm cleaning all these things off, get myself ready for the next card. You know, this is kind of what we do in a card class. So we've got our Stampin' chat coming up at the end of November. That one's now closed and fully booked. But we have another class coming in December. So if you just want to come to our class in December, you're more than welcome. It's available to anyone who lives in the UK. I can't, sadly, send product abroad. I could probably do it to the Netherlands, Germany, Austria and France, etc. But I don't know how to speak your languages. And I would feel bad if I sent you stuff in English, etc. So I don't generally do, and it would have to be a different price and all that kind of stuff. So generally I do my classes that if you want to come along in the UK, then you can. I do, for some of my classes, have international versions. And of course, I do have my membership club, which is open to anybody, anywhere in the world, anytime. So my membership club will be opening again shortly. But if you are interested and you're watching this video, you can do the sneaky thing and send me a little message and say, I'd really be interested in joining your membership club. It's only $12.99 a month. It's like the cost of a couple of coffees a week. No, the cost of a coffee a week. Can't get my words out this morning. You know, and then you get to come and we do fun things. So like this week coming up, we have my Ask Queen Pip coming up. So everyone gets to ask me questions, which is a lot of fun, about anything crafty. So, you know, how do I use that tool? Why would you use seal instead of, you know, whatever. All those kind of questions people can ask me. So there we go. So that's that one. Oh, see, Leonie's playing with Snowflake Stamps right now. And they are in Dutch. Okay. You like the blue one more? You like the blue one more so with the stars? Yes, the stars are pretty, aren't they? Leonie loves the stars. Gillian says, oh, I wasn't going to buy this set. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It is beautiful. It's just lovely. And doesn't have to be, you know, I think people look at it and go, oh, no, you know, it's got Halloween in it. I won't buy it. But just, it's only one stamp. It's only one stamp. The rest of it is lovely. Okay, so that's our first card today. So I'm going to keep that one out. That's our first card, so we know what we've done. Second card today, we are using Eden's Garden, okay, from which came... Is that right? Why did I put that in there? I don't need that in there, do I? Didn't think I was going to use that in there, but okay, never mind. We'll see why I put that in there. I'm sure I had a reason for it later. Okay, so we're going to use Eden's Garden. Now, for anyone who's in my team tonight, this is a sneaky peek of something similar to one that we're doing tonight at team meeting. So it's not the same, so don't panic, but it's similar. And we'll be using the lovely Eden Garden stamp set. Now, I used this on Monday for my Facebook Live, which hopefully you saw and enjoyed. And I gave you some tips on how to get a really nice distinctive image using this stamp, okay? Because sometimes people go, oh, it's a bit mushy and it has harsh lines and all that stuff. Well, my lovely friend Emma Goddard, who's one of my team, as in my uplines team, we were chatting. I happened to go. I went to a live team training. It was lovely with my upline Natalie. And Emma said, oh, try this. I've tried this and it works really well. So I thought I'd give it a go. And it works beautifully. So we're going to try that. And I showed you the difference on Monday. And I've still got that piece of cardstock. No, I don't think so. Did I bin it? I think I binned it. I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, I'll show you the difference again. It's easy. Easy peasy. Okay. And then we're going to make some cards. We're going to make a card with this and some of the beautiful Eden Garden paper, which I just happen to have here. Ta-da! Which one shall I choose for this one? I think I'm going to choose this one because it's slightly different to the one we're using tonight. So that's good. So this piece has already been cut to the same size as that piece. Okay, and you'll understand that for why in a minute. But let's talk stamping first. So we're going to use the darker one this time. So if I ink up my distinctive stamps, and I'm teaching you this because we're going to have a lot of distinctive stamps coming in the new catalogue, because I've had a sneak peek of it and it is gorgeous. So see these dark edges on the dark lines, okay, on the edges where the ink is just settling. So if you stamp it, it stamps like that. Now I don't mind that. I think that looks quite nice, to be honest. But some people don't like these dark edges on the line. They want it to be a bit softer. So my answer to that is there's two ways. First of all, take the ink pad to the stamp. That automatically gives you less ink. But secondly, you can take your blending brush and just blend your edges, just slightly. All you're doing is just really taking a little bit of that harsh ink off. You're not doing much more than that, really. Okay, and because it's distinctive, it will be different. It will still be distinctive when it stamps. See now? See the difference between those two? Is that not lovely? I mean, I like it both ways, but if you like a softer edge, your blending brush is your friend. You could use a dauber, but I think a blending brush would give a softer look. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your stamp, and we're going to do exactly the same thing again. This way I can get good ink on it and then just blend off the edges. Just slightly. There we go. You can also then, you're not wasting any ink because it's on your blending brush, so then you can use it again with something else. Decide which way up you want it. I kind of want the spots coming out this way, and we're going to stamp it just in that corner. Okay, just there. So we just have this sort of soft leafy bit coming out the bottom of this card. Okay, close that up for a minute. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of designer series paper and we're going to chop it. And there's no real sort of right or wrong here, it's just chopping it into two pieces that are diagonal. Okay. And then because we cut them to the same size as this paper, it means that they will sit either way. Whichever one you, I mean, I've managed to get that pretty spectacularly bob on, so that's good. That one's slightly shorter, so we'll use this. So we're then going to glue that to that. I do like this ombre on the other side as well. It's lovely, this paper. So don't forget, if you want to get all the materials for this, so you'll get the card bases. Is that the right glue? You'll get the card bases. You'll get my embellishments, any ribbon I use. You'll get all of the designer series paper elements. Any labels, all pre-cut for you, ready so that you can just pop them together. So pop that down. And then I use multi-purpose glue on here because it's the right glue for the right occasion, because you might want to just whizzy this one around a bit, smoosh it around a bit so that you get it so it's the right size, and just in case it moves. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to go with the Holly Jolly Wishes, because the stamp set for the Eden's Garden, it doesn't have anything to do with Christmas on it. Okay, so I'm showing you how you can use this stamp set and turn it into a Christmas one. So here is my Holly Jolly Wishes, which I just love. 'Tis the season to be jolly. You can't help but sing with that, but I'll try not to for camera purposes. You wouldn't want that. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Okay, we're going to stamp that in real red to make it very Christmassy. There we go. Bit of basic white cardstocks we need. There we go. Then we're going to use the Label Me Fancy, Label Me Lovely, Label Me Something. It's one of those Label Me ones. I can never remember. I'm sorry about that. And we're going to punch that out. Do it that way. Or that way. This way. Punch this out so you know where your writing is. Like so. Pretty. Okay. And then with the Eden Garden, the little leafy bit, because it matches the background on here, we are going to just add some swooshes, but I want them softer. So where's my ink pad gone? Oh, there it is. I want them a little bit softer, so we're going to stamp off. Okay, and then just swoosh. Almost like doing a wreath again around it, to be fair, but a little less obvious. There we go. Just so that we break up the edges a little bit, like that. Okay. Then pop this on. How are we all doing? All enjoying this? Let me know if you're still enjoying it. And if you've got a friend who you think would be interested in watching, you know, please tag them. Please share this with them. You can share on YouTube or on Facebook, anything. If you think they would enjoy it, then please do so. The more the merrier, that's what I say. And if you like what I do, please subscribe if you're on YouTube, because if you're on YouTube and you subscribe, it actually tells you when I'm going to go live again, which is great, or when I've pasted up a video, so you never miss anything that way. And if you're on Facebook, you can change your notification settings so that you can be notified when Pip goes live. So you can do that too. And that's always a good thing. And then you don't miss anything either. Okay, my trusty dimensionals are coming out. Oh, I didn't even use any dimensionals on that one. You could dimensional that up if you wanted to. You know, the sentiment. No soggy middles here. Although I did do soggy middles on my live on Monday, did you see? It goes against the grain, but it does work nicely. So, there we go. Take these off. And now you have a pretty cute. Whoops. Oh, don't put it on crooked. No, don't drop it like that. I knew I should have done this. There we go. Pretty cute Christmas card. And again, you could use the garden gems because they flash differently, depending on where you are. Or you could just go in. Whoops. I'll just drop my snowflakes. Oh, good. You're enjoying it. That's okay. You could go in with some red. Actually, let's do real red because they're here. Some real red rhinestones, because then that matches the sentiment. So we're kind of switching up using the rhinestones from the other one to on the other one. It's, you know, but you can do that. That's fine. That's allowed. It is allowed, you know, to do that. So we'll just do a scattering of these. I call it a scattering. You can call it what you like. A few over there. I'll put some up here. There we go. Oop, it moved. Try not to get it on the gold dots. So, so there we go. So this card has got, this paper has got little gold. I don't know if you can see the little, see those little gold dots in it. So it's got like a little bit of sparkle on it already, but there's nothing wrong with adding a bit more. So there we go. So that is, yes, Abandra. I wondered if that's why it was there, to put a diagonal underneath like this. You could definitely do that. You could definitely do that. It would look lovely. Maybe that's what I wanted to do with it. I have no idea. Anyway, we've moved on. But you're probably right. Probably is why it was there. So if you're coming to team meeting tonight, turn away. But if not, let me show you the original version that I made. This is with Eden Garden completely, using a different piece of the papers. This one, obviously, a lot more gold on this one. And then I used the die cut from Eden Garden for that, with Let's Celebrate Everything. But again, this same image at the bottom. And this time I did use the gems because they, you know, they fitted perfectly. So those were the two. Those were that was my original. And then I thought, let's make a Christmas version. So we made it into this, which I like. I like this with the punching. And yes, Marilyn, the diagonal, that's good. I like the diagonal. It's a good tip to do, just to make some different cards with. Okay, so now we're moving on. Halfway through. How are we doing on time? Oh, a little bit late, never mind. Right, so the next one, the next two are very easy. The next one, I've done quite a lot with this stamp set. It does happen to be one of my favourites. And we are doing more with it at Stampin' Chat. But the reason why I like it is because it's quite versatile. And I want to show you the different ways in which I am using it. So this next stamp set is, she says, pulling it out. delivering cheer. Okay, this time I've not done anything live, I don't think, with the tree. So we're going to do the tree and we're going to do the girl. Now for this you do need to have a die cutting machine to cut out these pieces, and if you don't but you want to take the class, don't worry, I cut those out and send them for you in the class pack that you get, so that always works nicely. Yeah. And then if you have it, obviously if you do have a die cutting machine at home, you can either use the one I provide or you can use your own. It's entirely up to you. So there we go, that's that, whichever you prefer. Okay, so I'm going to clean off a few bits. While we clean off a few bits, I'll tell you about the next thing that we've got coming up. So the next thing we've got coming up is my Christmas party. Love, love, love my Christmas party. Oh, this is going to need my scrub. Christmas party is the best. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you go sick. Christmas party is the best class of the year for me in terms of fun. It's not my favourite. My retreats are my favourite classes or events. I just love my retreats. But Christmas class is fun because we get to play bingo, house, all that kind of stuff, right? And that's my free gift to you. Okay, we play bingo for free. But you pay for a card class. We do a card class, so you get all the materials and everything for a card class as normal. And then you get to take whatever prizes you win. If you win, you might not win, but if you win, obviously I send you all the prizes as well. So we're doing it online again. We did it online last year. It was absolute hoot. So it was really good fun. Again, this one is only available to people in the UK because I am sending products. Damn it. Sorry, I keep doing that. And then I just, yeah. Anyway, but yes, I can't send producty stuff abroad. But if you would like to come along, it is available now. So you'll get a lovely crafty packet with all your supplies in. That comes to you direct before the event, including your bingo sheets. And then you will get, it's Christmas, so we do presents and stuff. Well, I do presents and stuff. So you're going to get something nice in your you get extra bits in your packet anyway. So everybody really goes home with something because you get it first in your crafty pack. And then we have a lot of fun on the day. We make little cards, we do a bit of stamping, and then it's eyes down and we do some bingo. So if you want to do that, that is the 11th of December. It's in the afternoon from 2 until 5 because we need 3 hours to do bingo and class at the same time. So it's good fun. It really is. And, we all have a bit of a laugh. You get to hear the 22, 2 little ducks, all that kind of stuff. So it's good fun. Plus there's possibility of winning prizes. So that's always good. So, so that's on the 11th of December. You need to book in by the end of the month if you want to do that one, because then I need to order stuff. And obviously the prizes will be a mix, a complete mix. It might be current, might be retired, might be brand new, coming soon, not yet out, perhaps, perchance, maybe, might be, who knows. So so yes, that's in December. So we have a lot of fun, and then the next Stampin' Chat is on the 18th after that, and then that's it for the year. And I'm taking 2 weeks off this year round, because Sean's taking 2 weeks off, so I'm taking 2 weeks off with him. So after Stampin' Chat, the next thing will be our Stampin' Chat in January. If you all have enjoyed our Stampin' Chat enough for me to carry on with it for you. Just depends on whether you have. So for those of you coming to classes, you will get all this information on email. If you don't yet have classes information coming to you on email, let me know and I can do that for you. And what's the other thing I was going to say? Oh yes, and then obviously we've also got our paper retreat. Woohoo, I'm so excited about our paper retreat. It's basically our paper party that we did last year and some. So we've added a load of stuff. So, oh, Catherine, would love to have joined for the party, but you've got to work all day on a Saturday. Oh, that's mean. That's really mean. Oh, well, I'm sorry you can't join us. Maybe you can come for a Stampin' Chat. Oh, no, that's Saturday as well. Maybe you can come to a kit night. Buy a kit and come to a kit night. That's easy. That's on a Thursday night. So maybe you can do that instead, because that's a non-Saturday. So yeah, there's always a thought. Okay, so I have put together my base. Well, I've been yakking on about that. I've put real red base, old olive layer, and then this is a piece from the gingerbread and peppermint designer series paper, which is yummy, very bright. When I first got it, it was like, ugh, very bright, but actually now I really quite like it. So it's one of those things, you know, you've got to see it and play with it to love it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp our lovely lady and our little tree. I need a bigger one for that. There we go. There's our tree. Okay, so I'm going to use my Memento because that is the best thing to use with our blends when stamping. You can, and I'll show you one that I did with my coloured pens, because you can, because they're water-based, so, you know, you can, but they do have a tendency, just a little bit of a tendency to bleed slightly. I might have moved her over a little bit, but that's okay, she's fine. So we're going to stamp her feet right at the bottom, right at the bottom, and you need to do that to enable this to fit in her arms, or in the place where her arms would be, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to lean right over. I might bash the phone with my head, but I'll try not to. Oh no, it needs to come even further down. Did I do a different size? Is this not the right size label? Oh, it is. I'm using the wrong stamp. That's why it doesn't fit. That'll be why. Oh, dearie me. We want the bouquet, not the tree. We want the bouquet of flowers. Silly me. There we go. Let's try that again, shall we? Who I need to have a stamp. Where did I put that stamp? Oh, no. Right. Let's try this again this way. I'm going to just take this girl off of here for a second. Leave her over there to clean. There we go. Right, let's try that again. So we need the bouquet of flowers. That's the one we need to fit into for this one. I have done one with a tree, which is why I was a little bit confused. I'll show you that in a second, I think. Right, so then, that's better. She comes down here, just fits, slots in nicely with her arms over her skirt. And then, there we go. Perfect. There's a little gap, but we won't talk about that. Okay, so then while that dries a little, because it does dry almost instantly, but if you're going to put alcohol markers on it, give it a moment or two more. So whilst that dries, I'm going to tell you what markers I've got here. Oh, put that away over there, Pippa's getting in the way. So I've brought out with me my real red combo, my old olive combo, my mossy meadow combo, and my misty moonlight light. Okay, those are the colours that I'm working with, and anyone can use blends. That's the beauty of them. You don't have to be an experienced crafter to use blends because they're so forgiving, and they're so easy to get a hold of, and to get the hang of. That's the word I'm looking for. Take a swig of my tea. Oh, needed that. Right. So just in case you didn't know, and for those new people amongst us, they have two ends. This one is a fine bullet end, and it's denoted by a little picture and a little thin line. This end has got a brush picture and a thicker line, so you know which end is which. So this is my thin. You can see that. Yep, like that. And then this is my thick, like a brush. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of colouring, and I'm making her skirt. Just make sure I have got, no, that's mossy meadow. That's, I thought that didn't look right. There we go. That's dark old olive, light old olive. There we go. So I'm going to add some shading to her skirt first off. I tend to always do the dark bits first. It would be dark underneath here because she's got her gloves her arms folded, so that's going to come across there, which hides the fact that I didn't quite meet that line, so that's handy. It would be darker sort of in the folds of her dress or jacket. It's coat actually, isn't it, I think? Oh, I've forgotten her legs. Oh, heavens, I can't get them now. I'm all attached. Okay, her legs will have to... Oh no, I put her in leggings. That's right, we'll put her in tights. Put her in tights. Now we can have a little bit of darker going on here. But see, it's very easy to do blending. But it gives you a lovely effect. Oh, she says if she can get her hand off. There we go. So just... I tend to do long lines or circles. I don't tend to do scribbles. Just me, could be just me, but I feel like it gives us the best look. So I'll do little bits like this, flicking up to blend in those darker sections. But you don't want to use it like you did when you were at school, you know, and always from the side. Always use from the side. Now, if you think, that's actually still a little light, you can go back in, because that's the beauty of blending. You can go back in and just add some more dark patches. I think it would be darker down here. And I add mine into the dots, so it's not so obvious. And when you blend over with the lighter colour, they just seem to sort of just soak in and become darker. There we go. She's looking pretty good now. Just want this to be a little bit. And that was a tip from my friend Alyssa from Australia. Dots. She said, dots are your friend. And she's right. Dots are my friend. There we go. So that's her dress, or the end of her jacket, end of her coat. See, we've got this much lighter patch at the top here that's closer to the action. I'm going to give her red tights because it's Christmas. Although, to be honest, this could be a birthday card. You know, you could give her ivory legs or bronze legs or whatever, and make it a Christmas card. I mean, a birthday card. But I wanted to make it into a birthday Christmas card. So we're going to do her... That's actually the end of her scarf, but we're using it as the end of the wrapping for the flowers. And I had this feeling that the flowers, like you could actually see these spikes at the back here. I thought that they were part of the red packaging. They're not. So don't do what I did and colour them in. This is, however, part of the packaging. But I thought, like, if you're wrapping a bouquet of flowers, you might have a sneak peek of the red coming through, and it was quite Christmassy looking. So I thought, surely you'd have something like that. Looks like it's a glove. It isn't, I don't think. But, you know, I just thought we might have some red going on in the background here to make this into the wrapping behind the flowers, if you see what I mean. So I took those little pointy things and turned them into the paper that the flowers are in, if you see what I mean. See what I mean? Does that make sense? I thought it made sense. So that's the, almost like it's that you can see the paper through the flowers. Then we're going to add a little bit of darkness to this, which I always said I started with first and then promptly didn't. So I forgot. So the good news is it doesn't matter, you can go back in afterwards. Make these ones a bit darker back here. Okay, blend that out a little. Very relaxing, doing better blending. Right, so then we're going to start on the flowers themselves. And for this,
Kind of went a bit wild, really, just adding in green. Because you can do all sorts of colours. So this is dark old olive. And then I thought I'd go back in again with a bit of dark mossy meadow. Get some real greenery going in there. Get some real dark green. I'm so croaky today. Leave some of the lighter stuff though as well, just so that you get that difference, light and shade. Bit of a mossy meadow. Just to sort of add a bit around the ends of these. Make them really sort of green. Because it's quite, with the memento, it's quite dark. So we just want to add a bit of green so we actually know what we're talking about. It is actually floral. And you could make these with red berries. You could do all kind, you know, you could add loads of stuff in here if you wanted to. There we go. And then just lighten it up a touch. Oops. Sometimes that happens. You don't get your lid on properly. There we go. Make sure your lids stay in though, because otherwise they can dry out these because they're alcohol markers. So you need to keep them dry. Oh, look at that. A little bit of lighter colour coming in there. Not on everything, just maybe a couple of these. There we go. And then, is that light old olive? Yeah. Is that dark old olive? Yeah. We need to do her sleeves for her coat, because obviously they're the same colour as her rest of her coat, so they'll be dark green. Okay. Oh, it's done it again. Stop it. There we go. Darker under there. It's going nicely, but probably a little bit. Could be a little darker under here because this is sort of in shadow, isn't it? Put a bit of shadow in there. Better. That's better. We'll blend this in this time with a few dots. It looks fine. And then I decided that she needed to have, oh, Catherine's got to go. Oh, you've got to get ready for work. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad I've given you lots of ideas. And thank you for watching it back on replay. That's cool. And have a lovely day at work. I hope it's not too bad a day for you. So I'm glad I'm catching people like in the morning before work, because I used to love, well, I mean, I still do technically, I guess. I used to craft before work. Whenever I went in, I would take half an hour, get up a bit earlier, do a bit of crafting, put me in a much better frame of mind for my work. There we go. So there she is. Looking pretty, huh? Oh dear, no, I don't want you to do that. Oh, how do I stop that? Oh dear. Okay, apparently Norton's doing some kind of scanning in the background. I don't know how to turn that off. I don't want you to do that, thank you very much. I wonder if I can stop that, because otherwise that's going to be really noisy. Although I guess if you can't hear it, that's probably okay. But it also might take up some of my juice. So anyway, but there we go. So I don't know how we can stop that though. No, it's just carrying on regardless. Oh well, hopefully it'll be okay. So what do you think? Good morning, Sheila. Hello. Good morning, Sharon. Oh, everyone's coming in now. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I've been going an hour and we've still got a car to go. Never mind. We're nearly there. Right. So this one, I used the sheets. Oh, where are they? Okay. Because I just want to stick the whole thing down. So for me, the easiest way of doing that is to get one of our foam sheets. These are great. They're just in the normal glue section of the catalogue. And you just chop them to however big you want them to be. So we'll just, probably this, because this way she's definitely not going to have any soggy middles. And I haven't got to worry about, you know, getting the dimensionals out and putting hundreds of them on there. I'm just going to stick a large piece straight over the back. And that really does make it nice and firm. And my friend Katina uses these all the time. Katina's the lady that I do my paper, well, what are going to be our new paper retreats, paper party retreats. I'm going to call them retreats because we do actually do 2 days of crafting with live Zooms and various sessions. Oh, that's a bit crooked. And you get lots of stuff in your pack, you know, so you get all of the papers that are available from the new catalogue. So that's good, as it when it comes up. And we're going to add an embellishment pack this time. So yeah, if Gillian's still watching, she can tell you about our paper pack, our paper party that we did this year and how much fun it was. But yeah, we just thought they're such great things. We don't want to make them more, you know, we don't want to make them really expensive. Like my 2-day retreats have to be expensive, right? Because the amount of stuff. This one doesn't have any stamp sets or anything like that in it. It's just materials. But we're just going to add a little bit extra for the embellishment pack so that you've got some sparkles to play with, because we felt that was missing last time. And then here we can just send a little sentiment like this. Or let's have a look. Have I got another one actually that's a bit smaller? Quite like. I keep reaching for this set. I like Season's Greetings. Or Cheers from Our Home to Yours. That would be nice to go with that because it would match with the flowers. So I'll just put that on a little scrap of white. Add that on. She says, have I got a scrap of white? Yeah, this is a very scrappy bit of white. Okay, so let's put that on and then we'll get on with the final one. So again, this one I would probably stamp in real red. Where's my real red gone? There it is. There we go. Ah, Julie, that's lovely. I like that. Look at that. That's cool. You've got the stamp set coming. You could join us for our internet. Oh, there might be a dodgy time for you though on a Saturday afternoon over here. That might be like 2 o'clock in the morning for you. But I was going to say, you're more than welcome to come and join. I have an international, it's only £5 for people from international to come and join our Stampin' Chat. And it's going to be delivering cheer this next one. And you can join because I haven't got to send you anything. So if you're international and you want to come along to our Stampin' Chat, you're more than welcome. Just come and book a class and you'll see it there. International version. Okay. Let's do that. So I'm going to go wiggly at the top and then I'm going to come down and go straight at the bottom. So it looks a bit more like that's coming out that way, a bit more sort of movement, I guess. I don't know, just makes it look a little more. There we go. Okay, so that's that. I'll have some more inspiration for you in a second, Julie, because we're going to show off the other things that I've done with this set, or at least one other card I've done with this set. But I did loads the other day, so you can see I did. I did some good ones the other day, which I liked a lot. Okay, there's that. Push it slightly more in so it's not overhanging too badly. There we go. So cheers from our home to yours. That's quite cute. There's a Christmas one. Oh, hi, Lynn. Thank you. And then, and thank you, Sarah. That's lovely. And then I'm going to just find where I've thrown my red rhinestones, because we obviously need a bit of sparkle. Oh, there they are. And I think red rhinestones for this looks best. So we'll just, I did do one without any rhinestones. Shock, horror. Like, what? I know. So yeah, we'll pop Pop a little rhinestone there. That looks nice. 2 there coming off the cheers. And then we'll have 1 down here somewhere. Just, oops, just done. Oh no, you've turned yourself around. Ooh, get off my finger. Okay, well maybe there. I want it there, but there you go. They have a mind of their own sometimes, these little gems, don't they? But the good thing is with the Take Your Pick tool, you can kind of get them back into the right place where it's supposed to be. So that's good. I should put the end on there. There we are. So that's that one. And then here's my original version. Okay. So this one just used a different strip from the paper pack. I must have used Balmy Blue, not Misty Moonlight, but hey ho, both blues look nice. And then, yeah, apart from that, it was exactly the same. But I didn't put any embellishments on it, but that works. So that was that. And then I made this card, which is why I got confused with the tree, because I knew I was going to show you this one. So this one with the tree, I've fussy cut out the tree. I've gone a little bit mad on the embellishments. So these are the matte dots and then red rhinestones as well, because it didn't sparkle enough for me. And then a little bit of the real red sheer ribbon at the bottom here. And I put her tights on because there's a stamp that does decorative tights on her legs. But you see this here, I stamped it in the red, and you can, to me, and here I stamped it in the green. It softens the image. It like makes it a little bit more blurry, if you know what I mean. It's not as sharp and as crisp as when you do it with Memento. But it's a lovely way of stamping. It's just a different way of stamping. Do you see what I mean? But it's nice. Anyway, so that's another one. So that's card number 3. So then card number 4 is very, very simple. It uses our Memories and More. I love our Memories and More. And it uses the Memories and More gingerbread and peppermint card bases and envelopes. Aren't these adorable? They're just already sorted for you. It's like, I only have to decorate the front bit of this and I'm done, right? Oh, I just missed a comment. Hold on, let me go back. You just made this card ×2 for birthdays. This one. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's fab, Margaret. We'd love to see copies of those. Pop those into Crafty Corner. So yeah, so that's this. This is just so easy. I don't even need stamps for this one. What I do need is I need some of the paper and one of the cards. So this is one of the Memories and More. So whilst I said this is perfect, and it is perfect, you can put the 3x3 ones straight on here. So let me bring out some of these. So this is the Memories and More kit you get, although this has been decimated because I've used quite a lot of the stuff on it. I've got it sent out for kits and various things. But like, here we go. Here's a Christmas tree. So you could just stamp that, glue that straight on there. Okay. And then it comes with stickers that have got words on it. If I can find any. Where's my word stickers? Oh, have I used them all up? I've not used them all up. It comes with stickers like this. And one of them had words. No, here we go. So like here, you can just, your friendship makes the season sweeter. Peel it off, chuck it on. Or Merriest Christmas. Peel it off, pop it on. Add a few of the snowflakes that comes in the set. And there you go. That's a card done, right? I'm decided this time I was going to cover up that lovely front piece and pop on one of these, which just says, wishing you a sweet Christmas. Okay. There's your words already done for you. You don't need to worry about anything else. But I decided to just add a few embellishments. And some of the papers that come from that lovely gingerbread and peppermint paper. The whole suite is just beautiful. But these papers, I discovered, if you have an old or any other kind of variety 3/4 inch circle punch, then you can punch these out. Now, if you get the die set, then obviously you can cut them out because that's what the dies in the set are designed for. But I didn't actually have the dies, but I did have my trusty little punches. So I decided if you get the 1/2 inch, you can cut out some of these little suckers in here as well. Like all of these fit into the 1/2 inch punch. How cute is that? So I now have a lot of pieces like that. But then we can use these as embellishments, right? These become like our little gems or whatever. So this has to be my quickest card pretty much ever. Oh, Leonie's got to go. Oh, thanks ever so much for watching, Leonie. It was nice to hear from you and chat with you. Oh, bless you, hon. Thank you. And we'll be in touch soon about that other thing that we're doing together. We're collaborating. It's lovely. All with you in mind. With all my lovely customers and team in mind. Right, there we go. So we're going to pop that on the front. Give me a bit of wiggle room. There we go. That's lovely. So that's down there. That's the sentiment. And then I just need some dimensionals. Turn these over. Oh, see, that punch has definitely seen the better days. That's obviously one of my dodgy punches. Doesn't like it if you go close to the edge. I might do myself another one that's a bit dodgy. There we go. That's better. I always tell when it punches out nicely. To be fair though, I've had it about 10 years, so it's doing pretty well. So pop these on the back. And then on the back of this little one. Yay, a little mini. Perfectly. There we go. And then one up there. One down there. And then one there or one there. Depends. Up to you. I'm going to put it there. And that's your Christmas card done. I told you this one was quick. So that one's really fast, right? Just a few punches, or the die set if you've got the die set. Cut those out and then pop them on to the card that's already made for you. So here's one I made earlier. Ta-da! Oh, I did an extra one. Oh, I might do an extra one. That's a good idea. I quite like that with an extra one. So we'll pop another. I mean, I did get slightly carried away with punching all these out. I thought they were just really cute. Where's it gone? There. So I did end up punching out quite a lot of these circles and playing with them. So this was the one that I did first, obviously, this design. And then I thought, well, you know, you just get carried away, don't you really? So then I've made a whole bunch of other cards with this. So I'm going to show you all of these. So this one here with the stars and little bow. See what I mean about punching out and getting carried away? These are all punched out pieces here. This one. This one was one I did for team training. This one for team training. This one. Christmas tree. Using the papers, and then this one using the mitt and the... See, I've got carried away punching out lots of cookies. So there we go. So you can use these cards and envelopes. You can make fantastic stuff. What you need is you need to get the Memories and More pack, which comes... That's the card bases. Okay, so you get the card bases and the envelopes. You get 20 of those. Then you need the Memories and More little kits. Okay, so that's the little... Memories and More pack that gives you all of these lovely cards. Okay, and you get multiples. I happen to give loads away, so I just ended up with lots of one type, but you get lots of different types in your pack. And then you need the papers from the gingerbread and peppermint suite, and then I got some red ruche ribbon and that this ribbon, and added that into my mix and turned it into a lovely... Lots of different cards. But anyway, oh, what did I use? I've got a question. Here we go. Question. What did you use to stick the kitchen utensils and tray? Well, the kitchen utensils are sticky, so they are sticky backed. So they're adhesive already. The tray is tricky. So I'm just trying to find it again. Where is it? Here we go. So what I did was I used a glue dot underneath where I was going to put stuff. A little tiny bit of multi-purpose glue just like here, here, and somewhere here. This is a bigger line, and just down the edge so it didn't lift from here. But this is not stuck actually. Then I used the spatula to actually hold it down, and the sticker to hold it down. And you can also then add a glue dot if you wanted to. So like for these ones where the tray... Where's the tray? The other tray. need a tray. So for this tray, I use the mitt to stick it. I use the sticker here to stick it for the sentiment. Oh, I've got red all over me. And these are actually with dimensionals. So I popped a glue dot under some of them. Like you could put a glue dot under there if you wanted to, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't like, and then I stuck that with the snowflake. It doesn't fall off. It doesn't waft. So, you know, these have got dimensionals sticking through the hole. So that's what I did there. Yeah, no, liquid glue is not necessarily your friend with these. You do need to, glue dots are good, and then using the things that are there to help you stick it. Okay, so that brings us to the end of my class today. So we've made 4 cards. Hopefully you've enjoyed these ones. We've got our Memories and More, really simple, quick and easy. Bit of colouring, which was nice and relaxing. You all watched me just colour in, which hopefully you enjoyed. This one with a little bit of hint and tip on how to get the best from your Eden Garden stamp set. And then the first one was using the Sparkle of the Season stamps. So there you go. Thanks ever so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to receive the kit for this, you need to go onto my online store and you need to use the Christmas specific Christmas Class 2 host code, which is this one. If you use a different one, then obviously I don't know that you want the kit, so that doesn't help. So there you go. So that's episode 2. Episode 3 will be coming in 2 weeks' time. Just put myself back on again. So yes, so episode 3 will come in 2 weeks' time. In the meantime, if you're international and want to come along to our Stampin' Chat, feel free to book in. The link is in the description. And if you are in the UK and you want to come along to the next one, then come along to the next one. Again, go to the booking and you can book in. So thanks ever so much for being here today. I really loved doing our Christmas cards. I hope you've enjoyed it. This is kind of like how it is in class, but we do a lot more nattering because it's on Zoom, not on Facebook. So if you want to come along to a class, then that would be lovely too. We'd love to see you. And don't forget that all of the details about classes will be coming out soon. If you want to know about those, you need to let me know and I will pop you into that classes section in my email list. So thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely Wednesday. It sounds really weird to say that. Have a lovely Wednesday. I'll be here next Monday and I'll be back here doing a Christmas card in 2 weeks. Alrighty. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.